Good morning, it's 6 a.m. GMT. You're listening to the Star Breakfast News with me, Nanama Aqua. Coming up, former President Mahama interprets Speaker's historic declaration of 4 seats as vacant as sign of NDC's success in upcoming polls.
In the life of one parliament, the minority has turned to the majority and the majority has turned to the minority. So for me, God is even showing a sign of what is going to happen, because even before we have cast one single ballot, the NDC has become the majority.
Meanwhile, the Majority Caucus has served notice of its intention to boycott Parliament till the matter is properly disposed of at the Supreme Court.
The Majority Caucus immediately are boycotting Parliament until this matter is determined by the Supreme Court.
Also coming up, NDC accuses EC of foul play in disqualification of a Memphis Central MP ahead of December polls. We've got this and more coming right up.
Star News is coming to you live on Ultimate 106.9 FM in Kumasi, Empire 102.7 FM in Takrady, Zeps 95.9 FM in Zebila, Nissim 100.1 FM in Lamshao, My Star Radio in the USA, also live on Facebook on Star 103.5 FM and on starfm.com.gh around the world. This is Star 103.5 FM, Star News. Informed, in depth, in touch.
Now, former President John Dramani Mahama has interpreted the Speaker's declaration of 4 parliamentary seats as vacant as a sign of the NDC's success in the upcoming December polls. This comes after Speaker Bagbin ruled on the minority's push for 4 MPs to be expelled from the House. A statement by the minority leader, Dr. Kesio Atto-Forson, on Tuesday said the 4 MPs in question, Cynthia Morrison, Agona West, Kojo Asante, Suhum, Andrew Siama Fomena and Peter Kwachi Aka Amenfi Central had forfeited their seats by filing to contest the upcoming general elections as independent candidates. Here are excerpts of Speaker Bagbin's ruling.
Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwachi Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western Region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2. Honorable Andrew Amwako Asiama, independent member for Fomna constituency in Ashanti Region, now referred to as MPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3. Honorable Kojo Asante, MPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, MPP MP for Agona West constituency in the Central Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this House any longer. The House is accordingly so informed. Honorable members, I thank you for your patience and attention.
Now, commenting on this while addressing supporters during a rally at Ningo Pram Pram, former President Mahama said the declaration is a divine indication of the party's electoral victory.
If the report I am hearing from Parliament is true, then something historic has happened. The report I am hearing is that the Speaker has declared 4 seats vacant. Of the 4 seats, 3 are from the NPP and one is from the NDC. So if those seats have been declared vacant in the life of one parliament, the minority has turned to the majority and the majority has turned to the minority. So for me, God is even showing a sign of what is going to happen. Because even before we have cast one single ballot, the NDC has become the majority. But we have to make it a reality.
Meanwhile, the Majority Caucus has served notice of its intention to boycott Parliament until the final determination of the case before the Supreme Court. Majority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin spoke to the media shortly after they staged a walkout last night.
Service of the writ to do the bidding of the NDC is so clear, but we believe in the law. We, as the Majority Caucus, immediately are boycotting Parliament until this matter is determined by the Supreme Court. The Speaker has no right to interpret the Constitution, and it is so clear that what he did was to give advantage to the NDC and do the bidding of the NDC. We are not going to go further to litigate. We have a process at the court. We'll follow it up. If the court makes a pronouncement, we'll respect the orders of the court. But because we believe that the issues we have raised are issues for interpretation.
Still on parliamentary shake-ups, the National Democratic Congress is accusing the Electoral Commission of foul play in the disqualification of a Memphis Central Member of Parliament, Joanna Jan Cudjoe, in the upcoming December polls. It follows a letter by the EC which cited an injunction by a Sekondi High Court restraining the Commission from recognising Madam Cudjoe as the NDC's candidate. Speaking to Star News' Deputy Director of Elections and IT for the NDC, Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer, said the disqualification of the NDC candidate will have implications for the electoral landscape.
And that's what makes you suspect foul play in all of this.
Is it not a foul play? On what basis were you disqualifying her? You told you have the facts that there was an injunction. So on what basis are you now writing to the court? For the court to now finance you, give you information about the statute of that injunction. You yourself doesn't even know the statute of the injunction, yet you are disqualifying somebody based on that. Who told the injunction is sine qua non to disqualification? These are the problems we are talking about. And we say that these people should come again. We are going to fight it. Nobody is going to allow this nonsense to come. Look, it's a salt. They're using the salt mechanism. When they did that for Peter Mill to get away with it and sitting there as an MP for Hohoi. That is the plan they want to use again. This time it won't work. It won't happen. We won't allow it. So why were they writing on the systems to the court?
Your problem is with the 6 days delay.
That's what I'm saying. Not 6 day delay. This one is telling you that somebody somehow is manipulating the process.
Who is
the
that
MPP
somebody?
with the Electoral Commission. It's in concert because you are, look at the tone of their letter. On the 10th, the letter you just read was written on the 10th. Is that not? Then, and you are quoting a portion of the injunction. Are you getting it? Then on the 16th, you are now asking the court to give you the statute of the injunction. Why not wait for the statute of the injunction before you write the letter? Do you put the cart before the horse? Is that how you design your chariot? This is the problem we are having with them. So we think that it's a calculated attempt. They acted in bad faith. They conducted an election to re-elect Joanna as a parliamentary candidate.
Now, in an increasingly demanding world, prioritizing mental health is crucial, not just for individual well-being, but also for organizational success. The 5th Annual Employee Assistance Program Africa Summit, organized by Supreme Healthcare Management Services and held in Accra, highlighted mental health in workplaces. The gathering, which is an integral part of Ghana's Mental Health Awareness Initiative, brings together stakeholders, mental health experts to talk about strategies to enhance well-being and increase workplace productivity. The summit highlighted the importance of culturally relevant employee assistance programs that can address the diverse needs of workers. The event also reinforced how mental health initiatives contribute to economic growth, aligning with key sustainable development goals, especially SDG 3, on good health and well-being, SDG 8 on decent work and economic growth, and SDG 17, which highlights partnership for the goals. The program also aimed at emphasizing how vital it is to make employees' mental health and welfare the highest priority. Speaking at the event, CEO of the Mental Health Authority, Professor Pinamana Pao, gave an overview of the government's mental health programs and their impact on productivity.
So as we as the Mental Health Authority have been committed to ensuring that organizations across the country adopt proactive measures to foster mental well-being within their work environments. In 2021, Ghana launched a comprehensive national mental health policy under the leadership of the Ministry of Health. A central component of this policy focuses on workplace mental health, recognizing the critical role that employment plays in individuals' mental well-being.
CEO of Telecel Ghana, Patricia Obonai, highlighted her company's strong focus on employee well-being and mental health.
Over the years, mental health issues have been a steady rise globally, accentuated further by the onset of COVID-19. Conversations around mental health have been shrouded in taboo and a lack of awareness. Thus, supporting mental health and well-being in the workplace is integral to 3 sustainable development goals, which are the 3, 8, and 10.
Speaking to the media on the sidelines of the event, Managing Director of the Supreme Healthcare Management Services, Patience Osetri, emphasized the necessity for employers to support and promote mental health awareness.
It's a bit difficult and challenging to get people to understand that perspective, because if you're not well, and I don't mean if you're not well, if you're not functioning very well mentally, or you've got things that is distracting you from work, there's no way you'll be able to focus on work, and that will translate into productivity. And when it translates into productivity, it translates obviously into, depleting the socio-economic growth. So if we are able to get that bit, change of mindset and harness that bit, this country will be on a different level.
The EAP Summit is held annually to promote mental health as a core element for thriving businesses and societies across the continent. Well, that's what we have for the news this morning. Thank you so much for tuning into the Star Breakfast News. My name is Nanama Aqua. For more news updates, click on starfm.com.gh. Have a wonderful weekend.